Hello and welcome to my complete Let's Play of Anno 117 Pax Romana. Here we are, back again. Things are looking pretty good. Despite our happiness, we have a plan to address this. Now, we'll continue in this episode of completing the next phases of construction of the amphitheater. We also just set up our very first beer import from Albion. So that should be bringing 150 tons back to the home island here in Latium, which will greatly help us with this happiness. However, I just noticed that Queso is attacking this island, softening the defenses for us. So I want to rebuild our navy very quickly and see if we can come in and swoop this island while it's in a weakened state. So I want to go ahead and queue up a few more warships and end up moving our garrison over here on this island over, I guess, to the main island for staging. But this seems to be a pretty great opportunity. So war is coming back to the Let's Play. Very exciting. Kind of see what sort of defenses we're looking at here. This is a small island, but I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 towers. Pretty substantial, I would say. If we can attack from this side, may be ideal. Go ahead and take out this tower. That tower, take down these gates, go straight for the villa. Let's see if we can construct a siege works of sorts, a siege workshop. A little bit low on tile at the moment. That looks pretty good, but I would like to get a wall there eventually. Let's see, maybe I could move this back ever so slightly. Remove just one residence there. Alright, I think that looks good. We have some extra roads. Go ahead and tile these up. Not tile, but pave them. Alright, that looks pretty good. We're moving on up. Alright, let's see, now that our flagship is here. Go ahead and move these out of encampment. It's going to increase our cost a little bit, but nothing to be too alarmed about. And really the next goal here on the home island is just focusing on this amphitheater. And our construction materials are coming in slowly but surely. Pretty happy with what the balance is so far. And normally I would kind of be a little bit antsy to upgrade these residents because this will be our patrician. It already is where all of our patricians live, but want to be a little more uniform. But the thing is, if we are going to be raising a little bit more of a military presence, we need those plebeians and liberti. So let's see, we're going to need some additional rope. This is all getting sucked down by the amphitheater. We're going to need about 25, 28 more of those. Let's see, could we add another few units? What do we have here? I don't think we have any archers. I think they all unfortunately perished in the last conflict. Go ahead and train a few more of those. Now that these troops are loaded on to my, let's call it a budget flagship. Lost my flagship a few episodes ago and haven't been able to restore it because I think a bug in the game, but let me know if you find a solution there. See how perfect timing. Go ahead and shift this workforce over to the main island so this isn't negative. We'll bring this back to our staging area. And our friend here, he's doing a lovely job. Let's see what's going on here. Sent these ships to do a little bit of a destruction quest. Oh, they got some rope. Well, we just happen to need rope. New ship. Just wanted to check our trade routes here. Well, that's our war fleet. Looks like we have no escort on this. Maybe we go ahead and assign these ships there. For now, just make sure don't lose our olive oil and sturgeon trade. Kind of jumping all around here. Appreciate your patience. Now, in addition to the amphitheater, beginning this new war, taking advantage of the timing, they also are going to need to scale up our beer production in Albion, so that's going to be really a simultaneous task. Take a look at where we're at on this. Okay, we're already researching. This is really a infantry siege unit. We will... Oh, that's kind of weird. Allows us to open that up. Disembark. Take these ropes wherever they may be. Transfer. A bit too far away here. Very good. All right. Definitely a bit of a traffic jam here. But let's go ahead and camp these folks for now. All right. Things are going quite smoothly, I would say. Just need a little bit more marble and rope. Cut marble should be working fairly well. Let's see where we're at, the uncut marble. Decrease a little bit. We're bringing this over from this island here, where I believe we only have this one quarry. Let's see if maybe it would make sense for us to add another somewhere. Maybe this area. Let's see, how much workforce? Only 6 plebeians. Let's do it. Do something like this. Move this paving. So random how some of the paving stays. Some not so much. Alright, range to a warehouse. Oh my goodness. What has happened here? Is this... Seems to be damaged, but not destroyed. Bit of a strange one. Well, consider that a temporary solution. All right. Wow, we're definitely bringing in a lot of new units. Today's episode. One more warship. City status decrease. Back to 8. Interesting. I guess that happened because we put our population into military. Haven't had that happen before. Does make sense though. They're no longer residents, so our city is shrinking. Wow, yeah, we're gonna need some additional residents as well, especially with a few more naval ships. Go ahead and add in these grids. Thankfully, we very much bolstered the concrete supply. So we got plenty of that. Ooh, Ceres is now an exalted patron. I haven't gotten that notification before. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Oh, very good. All right, this will allow us much more inventory in all of our warehouses across the entire game in both provinces. So that's a great bonus. The Sea Chariot joins our forces. Very good. Now that's getting our population pretty tight. Let's see, how many? Yeah, the archers take a lot of liberty. We'll see about increasing a little bit more. We take up this empty space here. Do one more 3x3. Wrap it in a road. See how we could make this a little bit more functional. Paving a road in between, so we have full access. Probably best to fill in these gaps here. And I know I had a bit of excess of my tier 1 production goods, the tunics, the sardines, but we'll have to double check that as well. Little offset, spaced out blocks there, and we have this nearby warehouse, so we may be able to fill in maybe another felter within this block. Already over 100 liberty, so this is perfect. Not going to be any ceasefire. Missing farm fields. Oh yeah, they're upset about this. This lavender grove. Did this for a little bit of increased happiness, but as you can see, it's doing something. I mean, plus 94 is not nothing, but when you consider we're at negative 1,400, not so great. Not so great. Fill in these last couple spaces for residents. Do something maybe like that. Looks pretty good. Can't quite fit. Oh my goodness, I love it when that happens. Well, I think that residence is out of here. But gives me a great idea for a fountain. That's what this looks like. Go ahead, put one of these in. And we're going to need some paving, of course. Very good. All right. We may have gone overboard on the paved roads, but made the most of it. Another unit. Checked our residence population. We are okay. And we're probably going to need... Well, the tavern has great reach with these paved roads. The market also gets all the way out of here. Okay. Well, it's pretty good. Ooh. Gonna need to pay some attention to Albion here. Alright, so porridge looking good. Sardines might need one to get ahead of things. Tunics are good, just like I assumed. Felter, let's slap one of those down. Right in this slot. Great distance. Should be good on sheep as well. There we go. That should come up to balance. And then sardines. Let's go over to this cove for another fishery. Very good. Wow, this is looking really nice. Have some rope makers here, 3 of them, in order to really bring construction materials to the amphitheater. No other purpose. We're not building ships here. Just need a little bit more marble. All right, well, the Navy is looking quite strong. This will transport our troops. Population's looking quite healthy as well. Everybody seems to be happy. We have balanced resources. Trade routes are working well. Health is a little low. Let's see if I could do anything about it. Look at that. Tons of Medici. Plenty of those. One of the oversights over here was the aqueduct. We're going to have to figure that out here eventually. We should have plenty of water here. Don't know if this is something I want to do right this second. But, ooh. Well, the range is definitely not bad. That's a lovely place. Let's go ahead and plan that. Happy to even slap it down. Maybe we do this. We have the concrete. Find an angle that works okay. It does not want to cross here. It's okay. Let's see, we back this up a little bit. This has kind of been on my agenda for a while, knowing that the Patricians were going to live over here. Construction area blocked. It's not happy. Let's see, maybe we could remove the bridge. It's not happy with this. Maybe we don't do this quite yet. We have more pressing matters in Albion. New unit. Very good. Please encamp for now. Let's get an onager. Very first. I have not created any siege units yet. Let's take a look. The range attack 200 offense. What is the health of one of these? Well, that looks destroyed. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's doing a lot of good work for us. I guess I can select my own. Okay, yeah, 1800. It's gonna take a bit. Maybe we'll have to have 2 of those. Okay. A little more marble, and in the meantime, let's see what we can do on the beer front. I know we were having a little bit of a workforce shortage. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Plague. Wow, our health is not that bad, folks. It really isn't. Put this here. Rotate you. Instant repair. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Looks like an infection is just around this area. Think it's going to be time. Add these additional. It's going to hurt our workforce temporarily. Alright, like so. Should get everything balanced out. And it looks like that first delivery of beer is on the way. So that's great. Okay. In the meantime, we're definitely going to need some more population because we're going to need a lot more breweries, a lot more malt houses, a lot more barley fields, a lot more everything. All right, we'll do a nice block of waiters. The old reverse block I like to do. All right, and everything is super compact here, which is great. Guess by that I just meant close to the city services. Maybe do another, well, for our smiths, they require some needs. We haven't yet put down a rec ground, so maybe we do this. This will increase health, which we need. Perfect little gap for that. Yeah, this looks nice. Carry this road across. All right, very good. No abandoned homes. Zeroed out on waiters. Looks like that Medici is curing people decently well. And these new barley farms are coming up to speed. Let's see, a few of these barley fields are overproducing. You can see that there. Look at the individual buildings. Some of these are at 150% with additional fields, thanks to Ceres. Ooh, we've completed that next phase. Very good. Libertus. That's a bit shocking. Unlikely to be the home island, but we'll take a look here in a little bit. All right. Thought it was going to be a regular block, didn't you? But no. Almost never a regular block in the Celtic neighborhoods, but over here in the Roman, a little more what you might be used to. All right, increasing that population slowly but surely. Make sure we don't forget any roads. Wish we didn't need this much population, really just dedicated to beer. Been feeling recently this is just a beer simulator. Right now we have 6. We're going to need many, many more. Right now, what are we producing here? 6 per minute. Okay, that's actually better than I thought. Our current demand is, oh my goodness, all the way up to 11 now. 11 tons per minute. But that's pretty good. Let's do a bit of an upgrade just to balance things out for the smiths. Why didn't this? Oh my goodness. We need it to be Celtic in this neighborhood. There we go. Alright, before we go back and check on the amphitheater, we'll see how those tier 1 waiter resources are going. Looks like we need a little bit of eel, definitely cockles. Okay, we'll wait on the eel for now. Can provide an additional cockle. Oh, I hope we can. Let's see. Can we squeeze this in? There we go, getting creative with it. Alright, I think that looks pretty cool too. It's a win-win. Alright, you're connected. Very good. Alright, well let's see where that Liberty shortage is as well. Oh my goodness. Negative 160. Well, let's see. We added those extra ships. Force. Boom. That help us out? Maybe not enough. Just double check all these now. Okay, that's another one. That one's correct. That's correct. Looking good. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Alright, check this one last. Good. Looks pretty correct. We're still missing one. This is going to be kind of hard for me to find. Is it in the statistics screen anywhere? Fleet management would be nice if it showed you which island the workforce came to. Or came from. We're just going to go through this again together. This one we checked first. I'm very confident. Okay. Well, what about on this trade route? Where the heck is that trade route? Strange stuff. Okay. Take you. Perfect. Alright, that gets that problem solved. Wow, they're still taking this island down a notch for us. Got our first onager. Very cool. Try to get one more of those. And then I think we're going to be pretty set for this next conflict. Let's see how we're doing. Maybe we'll upgrade this. Approved trading port. And now we should have really no issue when it comes to inventory capacity. Yeah, we have 550. It's very good. All right. Phase completed. The next phase of construction. We completed the outer wall. Now we have the arena, which needs to be complete. What is required? Okay, first we're going to need to more than double our patricians. And that's going to require a lot. So I think it's time for a little bit of a break while we go to war and hopefully get this first beer. Look at that. We're not in a risk of a major riot anymore. Maybe we'll cut off the plebeians. See how much this affects our happiness. It's going down. Wait for that onager. And in the meantime, I can see about adding in this. It's going to be a little tricky, I think, if it can't cross here. Don't know why you're unhappy with this crossing. Seems like a really great place for you. I know I've already tried this, but it just... why not? Okay, so we can cross here. I'll just build that now that we had some sort of improvement. In terms of this road, maybe the road was blocking. Let me see. Yeah. It was the road the whole time. Fine details in Anno. Okay, then we'll to make a little bit of a gap. Take the aqueduct through here. Nice diagonal. Alright, this is a little bit of a tricky path. Alright, we'll take this watchtower, move it somewhere nice. It's not too much damage. This Patrician residence be there for now. A little bit unique, I guess you could say. This will allow us to bring this aqueduct through like so. We can replace this road, but first connect the cistern. Okay, now damage control. Oh my goodness, marble roads have been unlocked. Awesome. That takes a while to get fully unlocked, so that's a big win for us. Take this paving out. We can see about rebuilding this bridge. Think you can do it? Not very happy with that option. Let's see if we can do another one here. Yeah, I think that looks better anyway. All right. All right. This is looking really good. That is going to increase our health by a lot. So now we're positive on health for the first time in a while. Oh, might have heard my cat there. Meowing. Almost directly into the microphone. Low happiness. I know, I know. This is kind of the beer now being exhausted. We'll maybe queue up another civilian ship. Optimized for that long distance travel. And how's the onager doing? Alright, slowly but surely advancing. Alright, well, we have over 1 million denarii in balance. We're making good money. I think we can mobilize the troops. Looks like still being hit in the main port, but we are going to loop around the back. Maybe a little counterintuitive, but I think our ships will be able to take out this tower, land the troops, take down this wall, take the villa, and this will be a limited conflict, hopefully without much of retaliation, because I still don't have the walls. I was so proud of myself. We've done the beautification, now we need the fortification, but still haven't got to it yet. This is a very cool building. Siege workshop. Folks building here. Want them to be a little bit faster. And maybe I should enjoy a little bit more of the different sceneries. Wow, what a view that is. Amphitheater. Under construction. Birds soaring high above. The shrine to Ceres there on the left. Troops encamped outside the barracks, ready for invasion. And this, I believe, is looks a lot like a bakery at night, but I don't think it is. I think that's just a regular plebeian. Aqueducts and a sanctuary. Yeah, I don't care what you say. This is the most beautiful city builder out there. Really enjoying this game and excited to continue making videos in the Anno community. I've been planning what a return to Anno 1800 may look like, and I've been messing around with a bunch of different mods to make it feel like a brand new game to me, because I spent so much time playing it, but I think there's more that I'll be able to share with you. Alright, here we go. We have the onager. Let's go ahead, load up both of those. Is it possible for me to select all of these? No, I don't think so. So what we can do... Oh no, not in camp. Just move all these troops. Time to load up. And I don't think there'll be a need to leave a garrison, considering how our diplomacy is right now with the rest of the governors. I don't think there'll be a major retaliation. Look at that. Everybody's moving out. Alright, onagers are loaded up. Keep this separate, just because I might not be able to survive against a infantry assault. Maybe I should have brought these troops to a easier landing area. Looks like we're going to have plenty of naval units. Get this done. So everybody's loaded up. Get to a staging area. Alright, looking good. How's that trade ship looking for beer? Almost complete. Add that to the beer route right away. Where is it at? Moving to Latium with almost a full cargo of beer, which is great. Okay, lovely. Wow, very positive now. Maybe I switched too many. What do you got here? Ooh, rope. Not today. Trader's Owl. Let's go ahead and add that. Should be timed pretty well. If their ship's coming to Latium and this is leaving, should be good. Alright. Looks like these two ships do not have any troops. These four have our army and our artillery here. Alright, time to go. Ship destroyed. Oh my goodness. Well, we got plenty of military ships. Go ahead and take out that. Should be fairly easy for us. Well, not if you take the long way. Alright, but let the fun begin. As a reminder, this is not clearly expansionism. We need this mineral deposit, especially now that we're servicing our patricians. And it's time for us to finally complete this corner of our domain. Castaways. Look at that. Take out this ship on the way. Always good to keep Queso in his place. Look at this, the flagship. The catapult. Not a catapult. Yes, it is. Alright, very good. Easy money. Pick up this flotsam. Let's get over here. What else? We got some armor. Very good. Little conflict over here. Not too worried about this trade route time being. Alright, let's go to diplomacy and declare war. Let's see. Do we just break treaty? Let's see. It's not too costly. So if we do this,
The sun and moon shall not be seen together. That must be it. Let us fill our ships and
it's
store
time for this. No, 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 no offering any treaties.
once more. You shall
Yeah, I know we're a troublemaker. There's really nothing I can do about it. Upset with that.
I always keep my word.
Maybe I gotta break everything off.
Most unusual. I must write it down.
Non-aggression pact. No! 30 minutes of peace. Oh, what a disappointment. Oh, sad. Well, what we can do here is we have one free ship. Add this to the trade route. And the rest of the force we can garrison back on the home island. What a sad day in Latium. Well, I guess we don't need the minerals that badly in order to upgrade more patricians. So we'll go ahead and do a couple more blocks to eques from our plebeians. Like so. So we're going to need a lot more of the patricians in order to complete the amphitheater. At least we're increasing that beer production trade. All right. Disembark the troops. No wonder nobody was worried about me staging a massive invasion. They knew it was illegal. Another thing I was hoping to take a look at, I was thinking about this Let's Play and just the unquenchable thirst for beer. I was curious if there may be any specialists that help with providing beer to residents. Definitely don't have any right now, but it could be something to take a look at. I guess we're a troublemaker now, so it's going to be a little bit harder. If we increase our reputation with the Emperor, we would be able to re-roll these specialists to see what else they got. These are looking like captains and kind of those first tier production buildings. How about Diana? Yeah, well, maybe we won't be able to do that today. But, alright, let's march the army over to this side of the island. Mostly as a fun exercise. Are they interested in doing this? Slowly but surely. Wow, we're on full speed. Very slow. Right. Then we can have the Navy rendezvous over there. That looks like the beer trade just received. Yep, looking good. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't know if I can wait this long. Wow, these are the slowest units I've ever seen. Just in camp. costing me a lot of money. Be this slow. Take the onagers. Just moving troops around. I guess some would take a look at this and think of Anno as a real-time strategy game. In my mind, it's a logistics city builder. This is a pretty fun new element. It was hesitant about how this would impact the gameplay loop, but I've been enjoying it. Alright. I think everybody is encamping. We're not going to wait for them to go all the way around. Keep the fleet out here. I guess we don't want to mess up the trade routes. Alright, well, let's see. We made some serious upgrades to equays. How are we doing? Our resources. Riding tablets need a little bit more. Togas need some more. Okay, these are good things for us to be working on. Tabulus, I really love this increase to knowledge. We can place one of these down. Let's see, that looks like a really great spot, only having to move 2 residents. And they're not even patricians, so we can move them on out of the way. Take that extra road. Perfect. Excellent. Wow, what a great cistern with the paved roads. All right. How are things going on the honeycomb front? A little bit extra. Here's what we could do there. I like the idea of having one of these. Let's place this down and then put another lavender plantation. Here's what we could do. Upgrade that to paved. Surround this. A bit of lavender. Do one more. Like so. Alright, I think that looks very good. It's not loving. Let's see if maybe I rotate it or shift it over 1. That was even worse. Let's see. Well, I guess the forest is messing with it. Well, more lavender then. There we go. Alright, that looks great. That gives us a little bit more apiary production. Not that we need the lavender. We could even sell the excess lavender. I'm sure we've been building up here. Let's go ahead and sell. Went above 75. Keep a little bit just in case a quest comes up. You never know. And with that writing tabulus building, we'll need some more research focus. Could be time for the 3rd tier of ship. Alliance treaties. That would be good, especially after this war. Ooh, that's a priority. This will increase our happiness a little bit, I think. This could be interesting. The gambling house. Bring a little extra profit. Increased effectiveness for Grammaticus. Prioritize that a little bit higher. Speed up this research. Maybe we'll build out our harbor area a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's a good start there. Queuing up more. Trade treaty offer. Zaranitu's playing nice, but I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Increasing happiness. Alright, with that beer, it's kind of working. But, ooh, maybe we can allow the plebeians to have a little bit of beer. Let's see how the 2 ships are going. Back to Albion. Alright, this will be here in 10 minutes. Hesitant to allow the plebeians to have some. How much exactly do we have now? 79. I don't think it's enough. Gonna wait a little bit longer. How are we doing on wine? This is something that we have lots of grape because I went way overboard on bringing the aqueducts out there. Something we could produce more of. Looks like we're okay on it. Something we're exporting to Albion and may do more of that in the future. Togas, though. Let's do that. Really. Not much of an attack. You can see pretty well-controlled seas right now with our naval advancement. Love to see that. Gonna need some more patricians here. Let's see, we brought more eques. Can't upgrade. Why might that be? Collapse that. Baths Forum. I guess we're gonna need bring another forum over here. With the people. Could do that right by the coast. I like that idea. Alright, facing the water. I think that looks pretty good. Let's do that. Now, will we be able to pave? Yes. Alright. That looks pretty good. That'll allow us to make these upgrades. Assuming. Take your time getting used to that. And let's see. Finally. We got the tabulus. Check the togas. Alright. We've been holding this area for a little extra. Let's see. Might have to take out this road. Right. Paved roads. Since togas are pretty fancy. We got plenty of extra concrete now. Definitely went a little crazy on that front. Alright, for togas, how are we doing on flax now that I added 2 more of those? I know we were boosting them quite a bit. There we go. Alright, still doing well on the flax front. And how about another loom weaver? Hey, we put this nearby the forum. Shift this over here. And that looks okay. Get a loom weaver in there. Very good. All right. Things are looking pretty good. In terms of dye, this is something that we are importing entirely. Not worried about that. Trade treaty offer. I'm sorry, we gotta decline it. I'm not gonna lie to her. We're coming for sure. Diplomacy-wise, how much longer? 13 minutes. Okay. Well, that will be the next campaign. We're incredibly prepared for it now. We'll be upgrading additional residents here, getting to that next phase of the amphitheater, and bringing in more and more and more and more and more beer. Don't you worry. With that, catch you on the next one. Peace.